And let's put it hello. So when no file is passed to it. What about when a file is passed to it? The file video options ffmpeg.html couldn't be opened. But okay, so what about the hash though? Okay, get link to. I didn't even really need to open it. I just want to just put the hash in here, and then we'll work on the link part after. So that's the hash. It was able to be calculated fairly quickly because I believe it's a small file. How long does it take to check the hash on a 68 megabyte file? Or are we able to see the lag on that? There's a little bit of time. It was not instant like it was for the other one. See what sort of time it takes to check the hash on a large item, a large file. And I have actually, interestingly, most of my large files stored. Oh, here's some. Okay, 300 megabytes. Okay. So we can see the time that it's taking for it to calculate the hash. Okay, so it's calculated the hash there. Okay, so what about for like per se this file? So I have like a few 1.3 gig files in here or more, depending on the size and if there are files. I believe the zip file right here is, yeah. Let's copy that, or let's share it and save it on my files. Save to files. kylevarela.zip. Now, how long does it take to calculate the hash? That hash. Oh, that seems like almost instant. That can't be right. And why is it coming out with this particular hash? I think I've seen this hash before. D417E. That seems way too. I mean, are they serious? That can't be. No, so the file is. I just exported it. I found it on my phone. Now I want to run this algorithm that checks the hash like I was just doing on the other files, and it just comes up instantly with this hash. That is erroneous, because I know for sure it should take much longer to calculate that hash. We just saw that it took 15 seconds at least or somewhere around there to check the hash of a file that was 300 megabytes. Now why is this instantly giving me this hash that I've seen before? I think there's an error here. I'm nearly positive there is. Why is it telling me that this is the same hash as like other things like this, like a video that is a similar size? And you know what? This is interesting. This file. Let me actually go back to this place and export another similar large file. This is another file, different file, obviously. That might be obvious, might not be obvious just from the name, but it's 1.45 gigabytes, and let's save the files. 1.45 gigabytes, and this one it appears in here to be 1.44 gigabytes. It's a similar zip file with similar files in it, but definitely different files and different sets of files. But these two files, like this one, like there's no way in any sort of possible contemplation of reality that files with different contents, like a lot of the contents may actually be exactly the same, because they both contain a very large video file that are similar video files. Possibly identical video files, but I kind of have my doubts. But I know for sure that this file contains like a couple extra different files that definitely aren't the same as this other file. A couple extra files, because you can tell by the file size right here, 1.45 gigabytes. And then there are other ways you can tell. I mean, I don't know if I can preview the contents of each one of these, but I know I can make other archives with this archive in it. I could like select this and this picture.png, whatever that is, and let's do Mona Lisa, and create an archive and compress, I think. Oh, that's the first option. Yeah, let's compress, and let's see if I have enough disk space to make my point here. But now this program that I'm using is very like very thorough and very like you see how it's like we can see there is a file being made, and it didn't in some way like just like magically impure the thing, like sometimes happens in like certain operating systems, and then it just would instantly just tell you that there's that file there that's just certain size and is like a contradiction to what it would physically take in reality to create a file to write that much information. Well, the new file that we just made is, I believe it's this one. It's 150. Yeah, it's right here. It's archive.zip. Time matches up. It's 155. Created at 154. Let's look at its properties. Turn off select. Oh no! I don't need to extract it. I see its properties. So it wants to automatically extract. Apparently, it didn't seem to want to extract. Oh well, I guess I didn't like click on the other files. Well, so it almost extracted this. Basically, I wonder if there's a way to preview the contents. I clicked share with it. Okay, I'm gonna share this out to outside of this program into iOS. Okay, so now we can go into iOS and see the new archive that we just created over here, and there it is. It's archive Kyle Varela inside of an archive with the picture of the Mona Lisa. And let's see if it'll derive the hash for this. Oh, it won't. See, it's giving us the same fake hash that it's giving anytime that it detects that somehow it's the content. Well, so the contents they're similar between all these files, or that it has the video of the evidence inside there, and whatever half-baked algorithm they have implemented on my phone in an attempt to make it seem that when I check a file that is similar to the file that is the file with the evidence in it, that it returns a hash that tells me that it's the same file. Like this is like unambiguous, clearly, and not refutable in any way. You just saw me create this archive file, which is definitely different than this file, Kyle Varela. You saw it has the Mona Lisa in it, and me, and my name, a file with my name on it. And as I'll demonstrate here again, when I try and calculate the hash for this file, I succeed at pulling up the same fake hash, and we also can know that it's a fake hash because it took no time to create it, and it takes time to create the hash, to generate the hash for a 1.4 gig file. And any other large file that I suppose I could presume I could describe as being not containing mostly, not containing mostly the video, but containing just like some other source of data. It doesn't trigger that effect at all. I'm and I'm currently actually kind of under the I'm in the sort of impression that I may have been able to clear the fence, so to say, and get my phone reset in a way that has them not hacked onto it. Because what would normally happen, what has happened in the past when I've gotten to this point of being exposing clearly, like clear, irrefutable evidence that there's specifically a certain prerogative to have that specific file be, treated in a certain way, such as that, a hash can't be generated on it, so it can't be detected that it's been changed 100 different times by these people remotely. That it'll probably be replaced by the same dupe copy,